Bethlehem Steel FC is in the midst of 7 of 8 on the road, but this afternoon the Union's USL Expansion Club returns to the Lehigh Valley as we welcome you inside beautiful Goodman Stadium. Today, Steel FC hosts one of the most reputable attacks, New York Red Bulls 2. These two are on opposites of the Eastern Conference standings. New York has dropped just one game to Charlotte, while Steel FC sits 8 points behind their foe. Great to have you with us this afternoon with former Union player Matt Castle. I'm Dave Leno. Gwen Begley will join us in just a bit. Matt, a chance for Steel FC to avenge a 4-0 loss at New York Red Bulls 2 earlier this year in April.
Steel FC need to bounce back from that first performance they had at Red Bull. They need to completely forget about it and dictate the tempo of today's match.
New York Red Bulls 2 is unbeaten in their last 4 games, undefeated on the road, and Junior Flemings has been sensational as of late.
Junior Flemings has 3 game-winning goals and has scored in the last 2 games. He's dangerous around the goal.
And an opportunity for midfielder Bolu Akinyode for Steel FC to play against his former club.
Bolu Akinyode has previous ties with Red Bull, as you said, and is someone who has a strong left foot and very good in possession.
Bolu, in fact, did not play in the first matchup on April 10th. Steel FC hopes to excel at home today before going on the road for their next 5. Starting lineups and the kickoff from Goodman are coming up next. Welcome back to Goodman Stadium, where Steel FC will face New York Red Bulls 2, second of 3 regular season meetings between the clubs. And now it's time to take a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, the official healthcare provider of Bethlehem Steel FC. First for the visiting New York Red Bulls 2, a few changes from last week against Pittsburgh. Zach Carroll, Devin Williams, and Noah Powder are on the bench. Mule Metzger and Gideon Ba get the start. Meanwhile, for Steel FC, James Chambers is out due to yellow card accumulation, so Washington grad Josh Hurd is in for his first start. Mark McKenzie will be in at left back for Taylor Washington. He will make his second consecutive start. Head coach for Steel FC is Brendan Burke in the midst of his first season. Right now the club has accumulated 13 points and coming off of a good performance, albeit a draw 2-2 at Rochester, giving up a goal to Joe Farrell in stoppage time. On the opposite bench, John Wolenek is in the midst of his second season. This club has scored 15 goals this season. That's second best in the USL in goal differential with a +9 as well through 10 games, and they've only allowed 6. So a daunting task for Steel FC to face Wolenek's team, who really is riding high. And with that, we check into the third member of our broadcast team on the sidelines, Gwen Begley.
Thank you, Dave and Matt. Now, this is a game that Steel FC certainly has had circled on their calendar since April 10th, that 4-0 loss against New York Red Bulls 2 over in Harrison, New Jersey. Now, if we look back on that game, a game we'd like to forget, but obviously we have to remember, some of those guys were very young at that point. Josh Yarrow, that was only his third pro start. He's had 4 MLS appearances now. Austin Trusty, he was still very young at that moment. So we've had a lot of guys that have had their first starts and appearances since that. One of the best examples of that is Samir Bader. I spoke with him on Thursday. He said he's excited that the Bethlehem Steel FC's core group is finally getting together. They were finally first together last week in their game against Rochester. So I also spoke with Jay Cooney, the goalkeeping coach, on Thursday, and he said to expect a better effort from this team. They're better equipped to handle the pressure that New York Red Bulls 2 is able to put out. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the booth.
Matt, take us through your keys to today's game.
Our keys to the game today, the first one's going to be rebound. Steel FC need to rebound from the last time out against Red Bulls. It was a tough result on the road, but expect a better performance today. And then we go on to the possession. Steel FC need to keep possession and dictate the flow of the game. And that starts with everyone being an option when they have the ball.
Steel FC at home in the blue jerseys. Conversely, New York Red Bulls 2 in the road whites. John Freeman is our match referee. And we're underway here. A terrific crowd on hand at Goodman Stadium. The assistant referees, Tyler Rorostek and Yaroslav Orel. The fourth official is Mark Trellman. How important is this first start here for Steel FC at home against New York Red Bulls 2 in the opening minutes?
It's important. They need to bounce back, like we spoke about earlier. From the last time out, it started off a little bit better already. Haven't gave up a goal yet, which is a good sign. So it's important that they bring the energy, stay connected, get everybody involved, get all, that little nerve out early, all the nerves out early, and just play the game. Play the game that, you signed for a reason, and now it's time to perform.
Early foul there on Josh Hurd, who made his debut, ironically, against New York Red Bulls 2 in Harrison earlier this year. So a chance here for Red Bulls 2 to earn their 7th win again. Keep in mind the club is unbeaten on the road. Just one loss this year against the Charlotte Independents. So Bolu Akinyode with a midfield stripe. Instead, it's Derek Etienne. Derek Jones takes it away from him, and a chance to counter for the captain, Ryan Richter, and Steel FC.
Ryan Richter's wife just had a baby, so welcome their son into the world.
That's Theo, and congratulations. You're right on the money to Gia, Ryan's wife, as well. Also, congratulations on that note to Matt Jones, who started in goal for the Philadelphia Union against Columbus Crew SC on the birth of his son Jackson. Chance here for Jamie Lucchini. And we'll get a throw here for Steel FC as it goes off of Justin Bilyeu. So again, the one change in the back line this afternoon for Wolenek's club. Gideon Ba is in for Zach Carroll, who started last game against Pittsburgh. Long throw here for Richter inside the box, and a chance there for Ryan Mira. Mira has allowed 3 goals this year, playing in his 8th game. Beautiful ball. Flemings tried to look for Etienne. Richter cut it off. Working with Mickey Daly, who had a goal last week as well.
I had a chance to play with Ryan Muir at Red Bulls a few years back, and we always used to say he looks like Larry Bird if you look at him. His nickname's Larry Bird.
Well, Larry Bird was the hick from French Lick, but Muir is from Crestwood, New York. But you would know, having played for the club. Chance here for Allen inside and right past Samir Badir. Brandon Allen has the goal, 1-0 New York Red Bulls 2.
It's not the start that they needed early. You know, a ball gets played over top, maybe a little bit of miscommunication. And unfortunately, they catch themselves down here. Ball gets played over by Ba. Little 50-50 ball bounces in between Trusty and Daly, and you know, Samir comes out. Just the communication just wasn't there for them. They can't let a ball bounce in their own box like that and bounce through with a forward coming in. Just too easy, way too easy for Brandon Allen to put the ball in the back of the net. And now they're down 1-0 early on.
Almost reminiscent of that April 10th matchup where New York Red Bulls 2 had an early goal. It was an own goal, in fact, allowed by Josh Yaro. So it's Gabe Gise back with the club on that far flank. Behind him is Mark McKenzie. Conrad Pleva plays that right back spot for New York Red Bulls 2. Switch the point of attack here to the far flank, but over the head of Jamie Lucchini. Here's Etienne. Allen's going to play up top. Also, Alex Mule plays out of the midfield spot. You'll see him high up there. It's Mule right on cue. Trusty, the 17-year-old defender, on him. Trusty wins the challenge, however, a throw for Red Bulls 2. This portion of today's match is brought to you by Bethlehem Steel FC. The inaugural season ticket plans are on sale starting at just $50. Log in at BethlehemSteelFC.com for more information. Burke, who had that non-contact injury in the preseason, draws the foul here called by our referee John Freeman, and a free kick here for Steel FC. How good is it to have Corey Burke back in the lineup?
Without a doubt, it's going to add to their attack. He's a quick, strong forward, and he's proven that he can score some goals. So it's important to find him maybe in between on that back line, nipping them, getting in between the two center backs, and trying to create things. He's going to be active all game long.
Here's Lucchini. Got it into Derek Jones. Back to Jamie Lucchini. Bob tried to cut him off, and a good tackle by Aaron Long. Trusty stepping up, and we're going to get a card. First booking of the afternoon, Austin Trusty.
I don't know. That's an early call, or it's a simple foul. He's not really going anywhere. Wraps him up. Trusty wraps him up. Yeah, it's a clear foul. We're okay with that. A referee, he's really setting a tone early here. If he's going to give a yellow card that early in the game, he needs to be consistent with that throughout the whole game now.
So Brandon Allen has his team high 4th goal of the year. Pleva. That was Bilyeu on the left, like looking on that opposite side. Pleva and Alex Mule on that right flank. McKenzie back out at a chance here for New York Red Bulls 2. Jones stepped up beautifully. Our challenge there, and it will be a free kick for Steel FC.
Here you go, they're battling right here. Jones and Allen's tracking back. Jones just sticks his hand up right into the face, and he still draws the foul. I think the referee's going to have a busy game today.
So Samir Badir is making his 2nd consecutive start after allowing 2 goals at Rochester last week. Of course, the Rhinos defending champions in the USL. Try to play it up top for Junior Flemings. We documented him in the Open that he scored 3 goals, all of them game-winning goals. In fact, just 20 years young from Kingston, Jamaica. So in the scouting report, you can best be sure that Brendan Burke and his coaching staff have some plans to deal with him this afternoon. Jones stepped up. Gideon Ba was there. Chance to counter here for New York. Here's Derek Etienne Jr. Richter was there. Akinyode, it's Etienne still with it. Tried to get it off to Allen. Davis was behind him. Trouble here as Mickey Daly just punched it out with his left. Akinyode, the former Red Bulls player, tried to play it up the flank to Gisay, but it was denied by Pleva and a throw for Steel FC.
It's important that you know Austin Trusty and Mickey Daly need to stay connected in the back here at center back. She's gonna have a lot of runners coming through, and it's not easy to be dealing with Junior Flemings and Brandon Allen. You know, two proven goal scorers, especially Brandon Allen. He's just seems to always bury goals, always in the right spot, the right time. Got a good work rate, and he knows how to finish in that 18-yard box. He's done it his whole college career, and now he's taking and doing it in a professional level.
Long run here for Flemings. Trusty flicked it back and will concede the throw here to New York Red Bulls 2. Club is second in the Eastern Conference. Conversely, Steel FC tied for 10th. But a long way to go in the season. And for Steel FC and Brendan Burke, you want to take care of business at home because you're going on the road for the next 5.
Very important that they rebound from this early goal early on. Need to come and get some, attack, get forward.
Mira's coming out deep and just clears. That was a good ball by Richter, and a throw here for Bethlehem.
Like you said, Dave, they're about to go on the road for a little bit, and they need to take care of business here today at home. It's a nice day right now. We're expecting some rain, but haven't got that yet.
50-50. Cleared away by Gideon Ba. Richter wins it over Etienne. Akinyode was looking for Gisay. It was denied by Pleva. Akinyode keeps it on this half of the field. Bolo with the good through ball, but Corey Burke is offside. This is a stellar back line in front of Ryan Mira, Matt. In fact, I mentioned that they've only allowed 6 goals. That's the second least in the USL.
They're very connected. They have good chemistry between the 4 of them. Ba coming in from the first team, but the rest of the guys all play together. They know how to, how everyone plays. The chemistry is important. Everybody needs to know when to step up and cover for each other, and that's what they've been doing all year.
Jones marked by 2. Throw here for Red Bulls 2. Chance to counter with Mule. Trusty will go back as Brandon Allen was there to Samir Badir. Native of Fairfax, Virginia, signed in January. The last 2 years played in the USL with Colorado and Oklahoma. And it's been tough for Badir because you have John McCarthy getting the bulk of the minutes on loan from the Philadelphia Union, and also Matt Jones. So he's had to sit behind them and now getting thrown into the fire.
Yeah, it's never easy, and you're sitting, you're waiting for your name to be called. You keep waiting and waiting and waiting. You got guys above you from the first team, like you said, John McCarthy and Matt Jones coming down to get valuable minutes for themselves to continue to develop. And it's tough for Samir, but it's important that he keeps his head up, above his shoulders, keeps his head up, keeps working every day in training. Know that your opportunity is going to come, and here we are today.
Headed by Long. Kinyode has it inside the circle over Mule. Here's McKenzie. Daly had his first goal in a Steel FC uniform last week at Rochester. Heavy on the touch to Gisay and a throw for Conrad Pleva. And at this level, Matt, as you well know, multitude of players for at least New York Red Bulls 2 playing a variety of positions. Pleva 1 as well. We've seen him at center back, obviously today at right back, center mid. So a chance for him to be versatile and to get more playing time to further his career. Lucchini with a good ball in for Hurd. Hurd turns it around to the top of the box. It's Jones, save Mira.
That's great work. That's good stuff by Steel FC. Keep the ball moving. Gets the ball, great turn. Plays Jones, takes a nice shot. Top of the box, Ryan Muir comes up huge and makes a great save. Touch it out for a corner kick. It's a great little touch in there by Josh Hurd. Lays the ball off to Jones, who strikes it well. But that's good stuff. That's what we need to see now from the Steel FC. They need to bounce back a little bit from that first goal. Get into the game.
First corner of the afternoon for Richter. High lofted corner to the top of the box, won by Etienne. McKenzie keeps it alive. Over Bilyeu. Jones to the top, finds Lucchini. That was blocked in front by Etienne, and Flemings will clear the box. So it looks like that's Mark McKenzie, Union Academy player, down for Brendan Burke.
Brendan Burke is a little bit upset about that. He thought it could have been a handball in the box. Could have got a PK. We didn't get a clear view of it, but as you can tell, Brendan Burke is not happy with the officials. Here you go, McKenzie gets in the ball, or gets in the plays the ball in the box, bounces up here. Jones gets it. Takes a little strike. It's still hard to bounce. Balls bouncing all over. It's tough to really see exactly what happened. But the referee said, no way.
So McKenzie has played with the Union under-18 Academy team. Prior club was with the Delaware Rush, so Brendan Burke in his first year sticking up and speaking with the fourth official, Mark Trellman. Taylor Washington has done very well at a left back spot for Steel FC on loan for the Philadelphia Union. Of course, you won't see any Union players on loan this afternoon. Here's another look at it.
He takes it, ball gets cleared, and McKenzie just takes it right in the head. The poor kid. That one probably did not feel well. All had those before. He's probably a little dazed. Hopefully he has no concussion or anything. I'm sure they're doing the proper protocol to make sure he's okay to return.
And with this Copa America break, you're seeing a lot of players getting well-deserved rest.
Yeah, it's something that, you know, the Philadelphia Union with Jim Curtin and Ernie Stort have talked about. I'm sure they're on a good run. They're first place in the East. They're feeling well. Everybody's happy. Heads are up. Smiles in the locker room all around. And now it's time just to give the guys a break. Get away from soccer for a little bit. Enjoy time with your families and friends, and just step away from them a little bit. And then we'll come back and regroup and start up fresh again. Hopefully the break doesn't hurt them, but some people might think it will. Some people think it's good for them. It's different. Everybody has their own opinions, but I think it'll be good for the players. When you're constantly grinding and battling each and every day within yourselves, and then on the weekend and playing in the matches, it's tough. It's not easy. It's hard on your body, so it's good for the guys to get a 5-day break and step away from soccer and not really have to think about it too much, but then come back and be ready to go again.
Union sitting in first place in the East. That's definitely a sign that a lot of fans are so jovial about as McKenzie comes back onto the field. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. Dave Leto, Matt Castle, Gwen Begley, our entire TV2 Sports crew here at Goodman Stadium. 1-0 New York Red Bulls 2 with the lead in the 17th minute. Thanks to Brandon Allen. Good long ball by Gideon Ba out of the back to assist him on the goal. His team high 4th of the season. Daly steps up well and connects with Jones. Too far there up top for Corey Burke. Played 18 minutes last week at Rochester. Steel FC 3-3-4 on the season. Davis playing at one of those center back spots for New York Red Bulls 2 this afternoon. Allen and Etienne are up top. It's Brandon Allen on the far right flank. Gise on him with his left. He slides. Daly is there at the top of the box. Metzger trying to get it, but ultimately can't maintain possession, and it's Ryan Richter. Chance to counter now for the man in the white jerseys. Junior Fleming's working with Etienne. Mickey Daly reads that Richter needed help. Davis out wide, chance for the Red Bulls with the cross headed away by Trusty. Sean Davis yet again. McKenzie and Trusty standing their ground on the far flank and win it.
Red Bulls getting a little bit of possession here. Opening the game up for themselves, countering, getting numbers up high. Again, the back line at Steel FC and the center midfielders, Bolu and Derek Jones need to be aware of the runners. Need to track back, make sure you're following your runner and don't allow them anything easy. They're gonna get balls out wide, they're gonna be whipping in a few crosses here. So it's important that everybody's together.
So a throw here for Pleva. Native of Poland, working with Alex Mule. Davis, back to Pleva. Played that in, looking for Allen. Bedier comes out beautifully. So it's pretty humid here in the Lehigh Valley. They are expecting thunderstorms as this kickoff was moved up to 3:30 p.m. Eastern time from 4, but a terrific crowd on hand.
For sure. I mean, both, good turnout from both sides. You get even the Red Bull fan club over there. They have some people and a decent sized crowd, and it's hopefully the rain holds off here. But yes, it is humid. It's not too chilly up here in the booth either.
This portion of the match is sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, proud to be the official healthcare provider of Bethlehem Steel FC.
Guess McKenzie's coming off after that. I guess he's not feeling right. Maybe diagnosed him with a little bit of concussion. Now Nick Bibbs is going to be coming on for him.
So here comes Bibbs. He's at Syracuse from 2012. 25 years old from Philadelphia. Last year played with St. Louis. And our thoughts now with Mark McKenzie, who's going to the Steel FC locker room with the athletic training staff, team doctor as well. So restart here for Bedier. Plays it very long as Aaron Long let Ryan Mira bring it out. Played at Fordham from 2008 to 2011. Coincidentally, same school where Red Bulls 2 head coach John Wolonek played. Got drafted 7th overall by the Metro Stars. Never played in that year, 99. Got cut, then caught his way back onto a few MLS rosters, including the Crew, LA Galaxy, and of course, the New York Red Bulls. Junior Flemings was up top in front of Trusty. Trusty won it. Bibbs will go to the left back spot now. First change in the matchup.
I actually had a chance to play with John Wolniak as well. More so when I was in high school and part of the Red Bulls Academy. He's a good, he's a great guy, great leader. He's a guy that gets everybody together in a locker room. Knows what he's doing, knows what he's talking about. And the whole Red Bulls, their whole philosophy and everything has changed from years ago, and he's been a big part of that as well.
And the Red Bulls are having a sensational season as well. In fact, just 4 points back from the Philadelphia Union in MLS. Red Bulls at 6-7-1, the Union 6-3-5.
MLS is
Bibbs handling Mule and Brandon Allen.
It's definitely early still for the, MLS season. Got that first part of the season done, a little bit of a break now. But yeah, it's always good to be at the top of the table and battling. But, Red Bull started off a little slow, and now they're catching fire.
So it's also good to have Gabe Gisay in the lineup as well, 19 years old from Liberia with the New England Rebs Academy, 2011 to 2013. Brendan Burke has loved the way that he's attacked up top, working on one of the wings with Jamie Lucchini on the opposite channel. Free kick here for Bibbs in the 24th minute. Low line drive, Lucchini heads it, knocked off the bob. Mira will come out and get it. Mira drafted 31st overall in the 2012 draft.
Bibbs plays the ball up in here. Little header flicked on. Looking for another handball. It's tough. Yeah, but like you're saying, Dave, Ryan Mira is a player that's strong, big, demands his box. He's a good shot stopper. It's everything you really want from goalkeepers. He's got good feet. Even in his first year, he played a lot, played a decent amount of minutes and had some games, and then unfortunately had a little bit of an injury. And then he, kind of took a little bit of a back seat to Luis Robles, who came in and really just stood his ground and won the spot over.
Yeah, 18 appearances with New York Red Bulls.
Yeah, he had a great year. He was good. Still is good, I should say.
So off of Pleva, made a throw here for Bibbs, coming in for Mark McKenzie. McKenzie taken to the locker room for Steel FC. If you're just joining us, second of 3 regular season meetings between the club, Steel FC in the blue jerseys, Red Bulls 2 in the road white. Trusty will go back to Samir Badir. 1-0 New York Red Bulls 2 on the goal by Brandon Allen, his 4th of the season. Josh Hurd playing up high, long, thought about going to Mira, went off of Gisay, and a goal kick for New York Red Bulls 2. There's so many young teams in USL. The average age of New York Red Bulls 2 from the starters is around 21 years old. We've seen FC Montreal come in here, Matt, where their starters averaged around 20. Most of them were 19.
This is the USL. The whole philosophy of everything about the whole league is to let players develop, let players, get those valuable minutes at a young age in a competitive environment to be able to perform at that, really the next higher level, which is the MLS. And you're always constantly getting ready for that, and that's what this league is all about.
So hard whistle from John Freeman. Free kick upcoming for New York Red Bulls 2.
Here's the ball bouncing here. Sean Davis is battling with Josh Hurd. Just gets a little hand to the face. Got a few hands to the face early on in this first half, I'm not going to lie.
So Dan Metzger is coming off that ACL injury last year at the restart. Allen looking to go wide. Mule was there for New York Red Bulls 2. Jones has a step. A good chip up ahead for Lucchini. Over Bilyeu. And it's high of Mira's net.
It's good work by Jones to get the ball and flick it over the top and get the ball over to Jamie Lucchini. But Jamie Lucchini needs to do better than this. And takes the head, takes a good first touch in. Right now, just pick your head up and slot a ball across. I'm not really sure if he's trying to take a shot there or what he was really doing there, but he needs to do a little bit better, get that ball across, drive it across, and get something out of it.
When we spoke about to Brendan Burke about Derek Jones, he said, hey, this guy has all the twos, an eventual number 8 player for the first team. Spent the last 3 years with the Union Academy.
Somebody, again, this is just like we were talking about being able to develop in the USL. This is what he needs. He needs to perform, and he needs to show here in these games each and every day within training, and then when it really counts in the game here, he needs to show. He needs to really show and show the whole staff that he could play and prove himself for the next level.
So Junior Flemings wins the first corner this afternoon for New York Red Bulls 2. Here's Sean Davis, 23 years old, who played at Duke, will have the honors.
Homegrown kid for the Red Bulls. I got a bunch of them. I actually can say I used to be one myself.
Outswinger looking for Junior Flemings. Davis tried to keep it alive. It's finally cleared out of the box for Steel FC. How advantageous is it for the clubs to have homegrown players? Because it seems like moving forward, especially with MLS, it's been a huge initiative over the last few years.
Without question. I mean, that's basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it more of a European structure, kind of make it be the future of soccer. It helps them develop at a younger age. You know, being able to be in that professional environment around professional players each and every day, you know, being the proper staff, proper coaching, all that, you know, really dictates everything. And it starts really, you know, with the New York Red Bulls, the Philadelphia Union. All these teams are having, you know, their youth programs being successful, and that's huge, and it's important for the growth of the game here in the U.S.
So Long wins the 50-50. Calls on Jones. Restart here, upcoming for New York Red Bulls 2. Jones, of course, first signee in Steel FC history. Has a few goals, including one of them on PKs in the last home game against FC Montreal. Saw Richter get another PK and delivered at Rochester last week, in addition to the daily goal. Service inside is denied by Austin Trusty with the header. Josh Hurd couldn't get it over Long. There's Mule for Red Bulls 2. It's Bibbs instead.
Red Bulls going to be a team that's going to keep possession, going to wait for things to open up. They're going to play just like their first team plays. Very similar to how Philadelphia Union wants to play as well.
Chance for Mule. It's denied by Trusty. Brandon Allen could get a great crack at it. An opportunity to salvage the possession for New York. They'll switch the point of attack to Justin Bilyeu. Here's Ba. Go to that far side. Mule tries to keep this in the play, but runs out of real estate. We look forward to seeing you again on Sunday, July 10th at 4 p.m. as Steel FC faces off against Pittsburgh Riverhounds right here at Goodman Stadium. Tickets are on sale now for just $13 a seat at BethlehemSteelFC.com or call 844-STEEL-FC. Bibbs with Allen all over him will have the throw in the defensive third. How do you feel that Steel FC has responded since relinquishing the early goal to Brandon Allen?
I think it's been okay so far. I mean, it still can be improvement. They could raise their energy a little bit, you know, stay a little bit more connected with each other. Somebody really needs to step up out there and be that leader and really, you know, push the squad. They need to get there's a couple chances they really had, but there could be, you know, they could attack a little bit more, be a little bit more direct.
Burke is denied by Pleva. Throw here for Bethlehem. Prior to that draw at Rochester, club lost 3-1 against the Harrisburg City Islanders as that game was played at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster. Bibbs with the throw was denied by Long. Junior Flemings is shut down by the former Red Bulls 2 player, Bolu Akinyote. Bibbs with a low line drive cut off. And a foul is called against Steel FC. The possession will go back to New York. But important to note, Matt, is Bethlehem wants to get some points because the last win was 3 games ago. Right here, you and I called it in that 2-1 victory against the earlier mentioned FC Montreal, as both goals were scored on PKs. Flemings finds Mule. Throw here for Bibbs. Good work by Burke to find Richter to switch the point of attack to Jamie Lucchini. Past Bilyeu, tried to look for the through ball over Allen. And Seth Davis as well. So Bibbs will go back to Samir Badir, making his second start. Good clearance to win, however, bringing it back on this half of the field, and Lucchini decides not to trail it off of Bob, but it couldn't be kept in by Bilyeu in a throw in front of the Steel FC bench.
It's one thing that, Badir is really strong with is his feet. He's got great feet. Kick a ball a mile. And he's pretty accurate as well.
Chance here for Josh Hurt. Past Bilyeu. Hurt looks for the cross, denied by Long. He'll concede the corner. Second one upcoming for Steel FC.
Here's a great chance. Josh Hurt gets the ball, picks his head up, tries to play the ball across to find Jones, but a great play by Aaron Long. But that's good stuff by Steel FC. And that's what they need. They need to keep pressing and getting forward, being active there, getting good balls into the box. Something's going to open up. Something will happen if you play the right balls and create something.
Richter fakes the short corner. There's the outswinger, headed by Trusty, but wide.
It's like they've been trying to do a few different, set plays here off the corners. But Richter just whips one in here. A little outswinger. Trusty gets a head on it, but not dangerous at all. Straight over the bar.
Mira with Burke pressing high, something that Steel FC wants to accomplish, just like the Philadelphia Union do with C.J. Sapong. Bibbs shut off that through ball, looking for Etienne of New York. Ba on his half of the circle. This is over Mickey Daly. Trusty, however, was there a step above Brandon Allen. Boy, Allen and Davis have been pressing relentlessly in front of Samir Badir this afternoon, which ultimately helped them get that first goal. The beautiful long ball by Gideon Bod, right on cue. He heads it. However, to Derek Jones. We'll find Lucchini. Burke. We'll find Richter, the captain. Richter with his left, the good cross. Gisay couldn't get all of it.
I think Gisay definitely would want that one back. His left foot needs to play that ball over the board with power.
This portion of today's match is brought to you by the Philadelphia Union, as they will take on the Vancouver Whitecaps on Saturday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Match is presented by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Hopefully I get lucky in the lottery if it's presented by it. You win that Mega
That would
Millions.
be nice, right? With your luck, anything's possible. Can't vouch for myself.
I'll give you a few bucks when I hit it.
I appreciate it. Hurd will go out wide to Gisay. Bibbs trailing him. For Pleva. It's good work. Clearance will go back to New York Red Bulls 2 as our match referee John Freeman says it went off of a foot from Steel FC. So John Wolynek, in the midst of his second year managing New York Red Bulls 2, has to like the start from his club on the road. They are undefeated away from Harrison, New Jersey. In fact, next year we'll call Montclair State home. So Metzger. Trying to fight off there Josh Hurd, but the possession will stay with Steel FC here in the 38th minute.
It's good little battles in the midfield, with Sean Davis and Dan Metzger and Derek Jones and Bolu Akinyode and Josh Hurd. It's good little 50-50 battles, good one-on-one battles. It's good to see.
Too heavy from Daly, wasn't pleased. And a goal kick here for Ryan Mira. Mira actually was also loaned to New York City FC for a season, but only made one start because he tore his meniscus in training.
Yeah, the poor kid, as we said earlier, Larry Bird. He's been stuck with some injuries, you know, when he was with Red Bull earlier in his year. And now, you know, last season as well. It's unfortunate to see, but he's keeping his, you know, his head high.
And we documented the injury also to Corey Burke, who missed the first 4 months of the season. So nice to see him back for Steel FC. This is onside. Too high, however, for Flemings.
They got to be careful in that back line getting caught. And Metzger plays a little ball over the top. Flemings gets behind it and just mishits it out of bounds for a goal kick. But it's important that Trusty and Daly on the same page there. You know, knowing where Brandon Allen and Junior Flemings are, getting him behind, because that's what they want to do. They want to get him behind and be little gnats behind on the back line.
Davis. LaFerretiere tried to find Flemings, denied, however, by Mickey Daly. Chance to counter here for Steel FC. Burke is up top. Pleva will go back to Mira. So we're now in the 40th minute. First half here at Goodman Stadium. Another long ball. Richter wins it in the air, but it will be a throw for New York Red Bulls 2. Mule restarts it. Push there from Josh Hurd.
It's an important set piece here. Make sure you follow your marks, everybody's strong. Don't let anything happen. Sean Davis can whip a good ball in. It's a dangerous spot.
Here's Davis to the back post. Badir reaches up.
Ball was floated a little bit too much. It was easy for Samir Badir to get it.
And watching the previous games from New York Red Bulls, too, leading up to this matchup, they've been dynamite on some set pieces this season. John Wolenek has to be very pleased with his club because restart set pieces, so advantageous for these clubs to perform at a high level. That execution needs to be terrific.
Set pieces are very important as well. It's an opportunity, you know, on both sides. It's a chance to have a good goal scoring opportunity. And on the defensive side of things, you got to make sure that everybody's together and marked up and
Billiou goes down. Contact made from Gabe Gise. It's a first-round draft pick from New York Red Bulls. 18th overall pick.
Billy takes a touch in. Hard, awkward challenge. Really, no. It's tough. It's a tough 50-50 challenge. Glad everybody seems to be okay.
So here's Davis. Look up top to Mule. Richter. Dirk Jones just clears, looking for Burke, who stepped up beautifully. Akinyore will try to go far flank, looking for Lucchini. Long was there instead. Throw here for Bethlehem. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Lucchini got denied yet again by Long. Junior Flemings can progress up the field.
It's a good step by Mickey Daly to stop that attack. Don't want to turn there. They could have countered with numbers. It was a big, important step there.
And a set piece upcoming for Steel FC.
Here's a little foul there. And Josh Hurd just gets pushed down.
So John Freeman will move this to the left of Ryan Richter. Here's Richter's service. It's headed away. Trusty finds Mickey Daly playing up from the center back spot. Flemings will give it to Justin Bilyeu. And he'll clear.
Sure, Mickey Daly would want that ball back. Well, you know, not the greatest touch in the world. Interested to see what's going on as well with with these set pieces that they've been doing. I don't know if this is something that they've been planning, these little half-step fakes running around.
Yeah, what do you make of those fakes with the short corners?
Yeah,
Or short
I guess it's something they've been working on in training, or I don't know, it kind of looks a little awkward to me, to be honest with you. Nothing's really came from it, but I guess that's just the way it's drawn up.
So a throw here for Conrad Pleva. Been in the academy system of New York since 2010. And an opportunity for Derek Jones on the Red Bulls' half of the field. Gisay heavy on the touch for the aforementioned Jones. Will be a goal kick for Mira. Tail end of the first half here at Goodman Stadium. Mira's in the midst of his 8th game commanding the net for Red Bulls 2, sitting in 2nd place in the Eastern Conference.
A minute or so left this first half. It's important to stay together. Don't give up anything. Maybe hopefully get something.
Swakanyoti got pushed by Alex Mule. He'll be the culprit. And a restart here for Steel FC. Akanyoti jets past Etienne and Flemings. Richter with the ball. Gisay couldn't win it in the air. Ends up in Hurd's possession. Richter with the cross, headed out by Long.
Good win by Bolo.
Jones couldn't turn it away. Long was there again. That's Dan Metzger, who's also up there, and a chance to counter for Etienne Jr. 3 minutes of stoppage time, minimum of 3 here in the first half. Here's Etienne with a service that was low. Looking for Flemings inside, and Badir gobbles it up.
Here Anthony gets the ball in, plays it in. Looks like, I don't know if he's trying to let the ball go there, Flemings, or what, but wound up being not in danger for Steel FC.
Daly will have to go back to Badir, trying to restart here, and a lot of these balls from the goalkeeper, Samir Badir, have been backtracking on his half of the field due to the wind. Brendan Berg sees the hard whistle from John Freeman. Can we see a booking here? Alex Mule's down.
Pretty hard challenge there by Ryan Richter coming in. See, ball flicks there, gets a touch. He just comes through him. Catches his planting leg there. It's a hard challenge, but hopefully Alex Mule will be okay. It's an important set piece though here. End of extra time, first half. You got to stay together. Make sure you're on your marks. Jump with your guy. Make it hard on him. Challenge him. Don't let him get anything here.
So Mule will have to come off momentarily. Native of New York and played at Georgetown. Signed with the Red Bulls as a homegrown player in December of 2015. So here's the set piece, as you alluded to, Matt. Will be taken once again by Seth Davis. So here's Sean Davis towards the back post. It's good positioning by Richter.
Sure, he want that one back as well. Wasn't really much long. Didn't get anything out of it.
The Davis and Allen connection has been oh so good for New York Red Bulls 2 this afternoon. The two constantly, at least just from what we've seen, have been looking for each other up top off of those set pieces. And a foul here against Steel FC's Burke. We'll go back to Red Bulls 2. Winning moments here of half number 1. Stand by for a halftime report. Also, Gwen Begley will join us as well for a recap on the first half from the sidelines. Richter gets pushed. There should be a card, Matt. That was very hard there from Mule.
That was clearly Mule retaliating from that last foul that Ryan Richter came in on. Mule has none of it, just a two-handed push. Shove him down. Referee gave him a little talking to, but that's clearly a little frustration from Ryan Richter's tackle coming in earlier. And now hopefully, things are all settled and nothing will come from it.
I think if you didn't see the match and you're just joining us, you would say, yes, that's a clear yellow card. However, given what took place about a minute ago when Mule went down, John Freeman says play on, and that will do it here for half number 1, allowing the goal to Allen early in this one.
Yeah, it was definitely, it's a ball that gets played over the top. A little 50-50 ball, really, that was bouncing into the 18, and Trusty and Daly and Samir were, I guess, not on the same page, and Allen slipped right through and buried it. It was too easy, really.
They've been dynamited on those set pieces and crosses as well, as Gwen Begley's down on the sidelines with Steel FC head coach Brendan Burke. Gwen.
Hey guys, an early goal from New York Red Bulls 2, but the back line seems to keep them at bay. How do you think they responded after that early goal?
I think we responded well. Tough to have a slow start, and I didn't think we had a slow start all over the field. I think it was one poor reaction that cost us, but that's all it's going to take against this group.
Now, what would you like to see here in the second half?
I'd like to see us get more pressure on the ball in their half of the field. I don't think we've done a good job of that. This is the first start for a couple people. We need to bring more energy to the second half, a lot more.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much, Gwen, and head coach Brendan Burke of Steel FC. But it's New York Red Bulls 2, undefeated on the road and in command 1-0, thanks to the early goal by Brandon Allen. Our halftime report from Goodman will commence on the other side. Well, the skies have held up here. No rain as of yet, but New York Red Bulls 2 has poured on Steel FC with a 1-0 lead. Welcome back to the booth with former Union player Matt Castle. I'm Dave Leto. Matt, your thoughts on the first 45?
I thought it was something, as we talked about, they need to come out strong, and they really didn't at the beginning with it. And to be honest with you, in the front, the first couple minutes, ball gets played over into the back line, and, the ball's bouncing around between Austin Trusty and Mickey Daly, and Samir comes out, but, that's too easy for Brandon Allen to get his foot on it, and he buries it, really. So it's important that, they need to bounce back a little bit from that.
We've seen a lot of opportunities from New York Red Bulls, too. Conversely, what is head coach Brendan Burke of Steel FC telling his team in the locker room?
For sure. He's definitely got to be talking about their energy. Their energy wasn't quite there in the attacking third, and also on the defensive side of things. They need to pick up their energy. They need to get things going, start connecting with some passes, get some shots at goal, and create something.
And let's take a look at that lone tally from New York Red Bulls 2. It happened in the opening minutes.
Just so you see, Bob picks his head up, plays the ball over. Nothing really too dangerous out. The ball's bouncing around. A little miscommunication between the back, and Brandon Allen just finds himself. It's too easy. It's too easy. You can't let a ball drop like that at the 18-yard box, and obviously it's going to go in the back of the net with a player of Allen's skill.
Fourth goal this year for Brandon Allen, the club's 16th. As Samir Badir and company will regroup here at halftime. It's 1-0 thanks to Allen and his goal as our halftime report continues after this from Goodman. They call it a nimbostratus cloud, and boy, it's coming. It's a continuous rain cloud, and looks like we're going to get some precipitation later on in this one. But for now, New York Red Bulls 2 has the 1-0 lead over Steel FC. Back with Matt, I'm Dave. There's been a lot of changes for Steel FC coming into this match because no players are on loan from the Philadelphia Union. Among those changes, Matt, what has stood out to you?
Josh Hurd, coming in that central attacking midfielder role, has been pretty active. He's been, on the front side of a few things here. He's been active, which is good to see, and hopefully he can continue that in the second half.
Now, we know New York Red Bulls 2 is having a marvelous game, but there have been some chances for Steel FC in this matchup. Brendan Burke wants to see them continue going into the second half.
Here we go. Jamie gets the ball out wide, whips a decent ball in there. Again, Josh Hurd, like talked about, gets a nice touch. Derek Jones takes a strike, and Ryan Muir just touches it out wide, but it's a good save by Muir. But overall, it's a good build-up. Nick Bibbs whips the ball in there, little header, nothing too much. Maybe could have been a handball. Referee says no. And again, Derek Jones picks his head up, finds the ball over to Jamie Lucchini, takes the head down. Again, it could have been a little bit better than that. Needs to be a little bit better, I should say. And here we go, Josh Hurd again gets the ball, tries to find Jones. But it's good defensive play by Long.
This back line oh so strong for New York Red Bulls 2, and they will continue to try to shut down Steel FC. But what answers does Bethlehem have? Come on out for the second half and find out after this. How would you like to have your group or team walk out with the starting 11, high-five your Steel FC players before warm-ups or play on the field at halftime? You can do all that and more through a Steel FC Group experience. Call 844-STEEL-FC for more information. It's head coach Brendan Burke, Steve Hogan on the left, Jake Cooney, Academy goalkeeping coach there. You see Jeff Cook on the far left of your screen coming out here with their club trailing these men. New York Red Bulls 2 in the road white jerseys, all smiles as they're up 1-0 thanks to the goal by Brandon Allen. Now, if you're Steel FC, we heard Brendan Burke, Matt, say that he wants to get more attackers and numbers on the Red Bull 2 half of the field. How do you think they can accomplish that in the second stanza?
It starts with, they got to have their outside backs, Ryan Richter and now Nick Bibbs, need to get up high, need to stretch the field, use the whole area, use the whole space, and be able to get the ball wide and hopefully keep possession, and at time be able to whip that ball in for a good cross and hopefully get an opportunity.
So there's John Walenek in his second year in his club, has the advantage as it is raining here at Goodman Stadium. So the umbrellas are out. Brendan Burke can hope that his club can be resilient as they have been. Try to knot this one up here at the friendly confines. And we'll state it again, the next 5 are on the road for Steel FC. New York Red Bulls 2 does have 6 clean sheets on the season through 10 games. So resetting the change is just one that we can tell from the start. And that was Nick Bibbs coming into the left back spot for Mark McKenzie, who went down, came back in, and then was ushered off by the athletic training staff. So hopefully McKenzie, Union Academy player, is all right. Bibbs playing out of the left back spot. There's John Freeman's whistle, and our second half is underway. Here's Gideon Ba, starting for Carroll today, who is on the 18. Headed by Mickey Daly as the rain pours on here at Goodman Stadium. And they will play through downpour. The only time that they'll stop is with lightning. There's Derek Jones, marked by 2, but found Gise beautifully. Good tackle that time by Plavo, was on his back heel. And it was a clearance by Etienne.
It's important that the Steel FC come out strong with energy and be attacking minded, get things forward, get guys forward, get the ball forward, but also be patient as well. Don't always force it. It's only 1-0 game right now.
So we got no official word from changes from the New York Red Bulls 2. So here on New York, so we'll go back to Steel FC on the restart. Culprit was Etienne. Few dynamic players, however, on the 18 for Walenek's unit, including Carroll, Devin Williams, Noah Powder, and Zimbada. 50-51 by Burke, up ahead to Gise. Plava's there, good positioning by him, and a goal kick for Ryan Mira. What have you made from Mira in this game?
He's been strong. Hasn't had to do too much. Made a nice early save on Derek Jones, but ever since that, really hasn't been really tested. But he's somebody that's a strong, big leader and can really get his squad going. The chemistry he has with the back line, he has that presence, so he's a good player.
This portion of today's match is brought to you by Revolution's Ball of Saucon Valley. Visit BethlehemSteelFC.com to purchase the new Revolution's Family 4-pack today.
It's going to get slippier out there. Guys are going to be falling all over with this rain coming in, so got to watch.
Chance here for Flemings. Good through ball to Etienne, who's onside past Bibbs. Etienne with the cross. It was denied by Daly. Up ahead to Gabe Gise. Throw here for Steel FC as it goes off of Dan Metzger. Burke wins it in the air. Back to Ba. Raining a little heavier now. As Trusty was going forward, now is to play it on a hop. And back to Samir Badir. See how he handles this kick now, and it's a better looking one from the first half as he was dealing with the wind on the opposite side of the field that now Ryan Mira has to get accustomed to. And a free kick upcoming here for New York.
They also need to be careful on the back line. You don't want to give up anything stupid because of the the wet conditions. Ball's gonna be bouncing, slipping all over. You got to be careful and smart.
Chance for Jones. Jones run around long and Pleva back to Akinyote. And Bolu will spot Nick Bibbs. Now in for Mark McKenzie. So Bolu out wide looking for the captain. Victor settles. Bilyu on him with a cross that never went in. Will be a goal kick for Mira. But you got to get the sense with those halftime adjustments, Matt, that numbers are getting forward here amid Mira's net.
That's good. It's a good look by Akinyote to get that ball, spring it out wide. Maybe a little bit too much power on it. Ryan, tries to hit a ball in, but unfortunately went out for a goal kick.
There you see Daly didn't get all over that on the header with Fleming's pressuring. He rescues the play himself, however. Allen out wide to Bilyu. Here's Ba. Finds Aaron Long. Pleva sidesteps Gise. Good tackle by Gabe. Chance for Akinyote. Ball up ahead. There's the chip inside, but Mira comes out. Lucchini was looking for her. Chance to counter. Offside, the call against Red Bulls 2.
Bolo picks his head up. Finds Lucchini in. Tries to float a ball to the back post, but that's too easy for Ryan Mira. It's not a bad look, though. It's a decent idea. It's just got to be a little bit driven.
And this is going to be a card, no question about it. We're in the midst of a replay, but card is upcoming on Conrad Pleva. We'll have another look. Gise went down for Steel FC. Hard tackle there, and quite frankly, a poor challenge. Here's another peek at it.
Here you look, Gise takes a touch. Pleva just comes right in.
Oh, with the studs up, Matt. The studs up are.
Yeah, it's clear. It's a clear yellow card. I mean, kid Pleva's had a tough minute there. He lost the ball early, in the center of the field to draw attack, and then he tried to play a long ball over, and now just get drawn with a yellow card.
And a set piece here for Richter in the 52nd minute. Whips it in, didn't get all of that. It wasn't cleared, however, by Long, and will be a corner kick for Steel FC. So we're already seeing, as you alluded to, the weather conditions play a factor in half number 2.
I'm sure Ryan Richter would want that ball back. He is, he's a great right foot, can whip a ball in. But that one got a little bit lucky, and here we go for a corner kick.
There's Richter, who starts on the blacktop. Ball bends out. Burke had the header, but was last touched by Etienne. Flemings couldn't deny Trusty. He'll try to get it back here. Akinyote steps up for Brandon Allen. This is still in play for Bolu. Spots Derek Jones out wide to Gabe Gise. Pleva, 1v1 on him. Gise turns it outside with a low ball, and Mira gobbles it.
It's better, though. It's a better start to the second half. Gise's getting the ball out wide and tries to create a little bit something against Pleva. Gets the ball across, decent little shot. Didn't get all of it, but it's positive.
Here's Hurd. Heavy touch there to Gabe Gise. Mira reading Aaron Long really well, played at UC Riverside from 2010 to 2013. And experienced players that were so good in college, among them Davis as well. Two-time captain and ACC Midfielder of the Year with Duke.
Looks like Gabe Gisay is down.
So Mira just played that out, I believe, out of just respect to give Gisay some time and get the sub out. So good sportsmanship by Mira of New York Red Bulls too. We'll bring in Raheem Taylor Parks. So it's second sub. On to the pitch for Steel FC. Taylor Parks, of course, a commitment to Virginia out of Wesley Chapel, Florida. So hopefully Gisay is all right as he and McKenzie are subbed out. Bibbs and Taylor Parks are in. No substitutions with John Wolinek's New York Red Bulls 2. Jones plays it back to Akinyone. Chance for Etienne. Trusty fought off Flemings. Bibbs does well to save this.
Akinyode, could have done a little bit better with that ball. To spring the attack, just play it out wide to Bibbs. Don't force that ball into Lucchini.
It's been such a theme this season and will be for the rest for Steel FC, where you're having a lot of moving parts. Academy players, Steel FC signings, and of course, loanies from the Philadelphia Union. Pleva plays that ahead. Bibbs shuts it down, however. Chance to counter on the left flank with Lucchini. Last Pleva turns it outside with his right, shut down by Long. Mule trying to work up top, and here he comes for New York Red Bulls 2. Up to Derek Etienne Jr. Etienne, top of the box for Mule. Freeman has the foul on Mule as Bibbs with a oh-so-close slide tackle and a yellow card.
There you go. He's calling him for a little bit of a diving. He thinks Mule takes a dive, a touch. Yeah, he's going down. He's baiting that in. He was going down early. Good refereeing.
Tell you what, that is tough for an official in John Freeman to see with things going so fast, a mile a minute, but nice piece of officiating. Well stated by you. And I don't blame you, having said that, though, too. Yeah, you try to get an opportunity for your club as well, so you can look at it on both sides. But he does get issued the yellow.
Yeah, but it's also something, that you don't want to see all the time. You don't want guys diving. It gives a bad name for the sport, and it's just something you don't really need. It's unnecessary. Just play the game like a man, and you don't have to dive. If you get fouled, you get fouled. But there's no point of, diving for something and trying to basically cheat in a way and get yourself a PK for no reason.
This portion of today's match is brought to you by Steel FC. Inaugural season ticket plans are on sale starting at just $50. Lock in your season ticket plan now at BethlehemSteelFC.com. So Metzger will give it back. Chance to restart here for Long. It'll switch it to the far left flank to Justin Bilyeu from St. Louis. Ba was challenged by Burke. Chance for Mule. Richter tried to shut this down. Etienne is marked by Daly. Set piece upcoming for New York Red Bulls 2. And we're going to get a yellow card on Mickey Daly. I think it was a good one. Grabbed Etienne there. Tried to hinder that possession.
Yeah, Etienne gets his by turn, tries to go right past Daly, just pulls him down. It's a good goal-scoring opportunity. Chance there. Daly takes him down, so I'm okay with the yellow card there. But now You have to defend. It's an important set piece again in a tough area, dangerous area. You got to make sure everybody's marked up, strong for your men.
So set piece upcoming for the 23-year-old Sean Davis. Davis to the back post. A goal kick here for Samir Badir. We mentioned the officiating and the fact that John Freeman really calling it both ways. And there was some news on Thursday earlier this week, Matt, a partnership between the USL and the International Football Association Board and FIFA's Video Assistant Referee Project. And what they're going to do is they're going to focus on 4 game-changing situations. As Lucchini has it here for Steel FC. Call will go against Long. And those are goals, penalty decisions, such as PKs, direct red card incidents, and mistaken identity. For example, sending a wrong player off. So what's going to happen is in the coming months, you'll see some practices with video replay. And that's for implementation for MLS. And that's something that has come up many times this year. Came up in a Union game, goal line technology at Orlando City SC. You would have loved to seen that, but that doesn't exist right now.
Well, you think about it too, all the technology we have in this whole world, it's something that seems like it could be pretty easy fix if you look at tennis when a ball's in or out.
So here's Richter on the set piece. It bends in, but handed away by Ba. Chini will try to save this over Mule.
You know, if tennis could take a serve at 150 miles an hour and know that it's in or out at a replay, there should be no reason why a soccer ball, there can't be a replay line right on the goal line or wherever it is, you know, on the field. There's cameras all over the field. Everywhere, every game there's fields. There's cameras, to say. And there's Richter who plays a good ball in, whips the ball in hard. But, you know, the runners just weren't quite there. And then you get a, you know, stupid little foul here.
I agree with you, though. If you have an opportunity where you have the great camera work from our terrific television crews, why not utilize them and try to get the call right? In fact, it will help the officials moving forward because they're already under so much of a lens, especially when you get to a World Cup level. As you know, gosh, you may have 20 to 30 cameras on the game, so every call is magnified.
Well, you can talk about, too, about how, you know, they'll probably say they don't want to slow down the game because soccer, you know, there's no real stops or breaks in it. Besides halftime, no commercial breaks or anything like that. But if you really think about it, a decision like that could be looked at in, you know, 10 seconds. You know, it's something, it's pretty easy to see. A soccer guy should know if it's a foul, if it's a red card, if it's a goal or not. It's not that hard to tell if you have that, you know, technology. So why not use it?
So it looks like Zach Carroll is going to come in the 62nd minute here for New York Red Bulls 2. It's Carroll, who started last week against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. He'll come in for Conrad Pleva. Carroll, who ended his college career at Michigan State, drafted by New York Red Bulls in the second round. That was 38 overall in this past year's Super Draft. So again, Carroll in for Pleva. Corner opportunity here for New York. If you're just joining us, Red Bulls 2 leading 1-0 thanks to the goal by Brandon Allen. That came in the opening minutes of this one on the long ball from the back from Gideon Ba. Another opportunity on the set piece. Daly had better positioning. Trusty tries to head it out. Didn't do enough with it. Etienne with a cross, but here comes out. It's live. Only blue shirts are there, however. Cleared away.
That's great little work by Etienne. Flips the ball over the top and then whips the ball hard across. Samir comes out, doesn't just quite grab it. Lucchini clears it.
So again, you see Samir Badir in goal for Steel FC. as John McCarthy, Matt Jones aren't loaned from the Philadelphia Union. Badir making his second start from allowing 2 goals last week against the Rochester Rhinos. We should mention also on the 18, Carlos Dos Santos, a Union Academy player and a youngster at that for Steel FC.
It's good to see. Get the kid some experience here, even if it's on the bench, not really in the match, but you can't really ever, it's nothing like game day experience, that whole setup, leading up to the whole game, sitting on, from walking into the locker room, that drive in, to walking out to the field, to warm-ups, so now sitting on the bench, and just being on that whole, having that whole atmosphere around you, really good. It's a great experience for a young kid.
Here's the long throw. Flemings tries to shut down Richter yet again on the right flank. Played up ahead look for Burke, who kept it alive for Jones. Long couldn't play it out. Hurd was there as well and finally cleared.
It looks like Carroll switched out into center back there, and they pushed Long to the right back.
Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. Dave Leto, Matt Castle, Gwen Begley, our entire TV2 sports crew here at Goodman Stadium in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Second of 3 regular season meetings between the clubs. Of course, New York Red Bulls 2 won the first one on April 10th in a 4-0 fashion. Hold off by Carroll there, who just came in. Jones on the outside keeps it in. Off of Carroll, wins the corner.
Yeah, this is a better second half. Sort of Brendan Burke and staff had a word in the locker room of bringing that energy, picking it up, acting like you want to be on the field and playing. It's good to see so far in the second half.
So here's the captain, Richter, in the 66th minute. Richter to the back post. Burke headed it just wide.
Decent ball in there, Ryan Richter. Lofts it to the back post there. A little challenge. It's tough on Corey Burke. Couldn't get it all, but he's got his head on it. He's got directed a little bit towards goal. But again, it's positive. It's positive that they're in this side, the attacking third, creating some things.
And I think as the game has progressed, Matt, the set pieces have looked better.
Yes. I agree with you, Dave.
Got one right today. So a throw here for Steel FC, trailing 1-0. Good ball from Akinyote, finding Bibbs. Finds Lucchini. Lucchini with the cross. It was denied by Carroll. Allen played that ahead. Daly keeps it on this end. Header by Long. As Matt said, playing out back at that right back spot. Carroll moves in. Here's Jones cutting it back. Fighting Lucchini. Just wide of Mira.
Again, that's good work. That's positive stuff. It's good work by Jones. Picks his head up, finds Lucchini, takes a great touch. It gets a little bit, I don't know if he's trying to shoot that or play the ball across, but still, it's good positive stuff we're seeing here in attacking third. Maybe try and get that ball on goal, or if we're trying to play it across, but overall, it's good. It's good to see. Things are, opening up, and getting things around that goal.
Corey Burke couldn't get it over Gideon Baugh. And Brendan Burke gets the call he wanted. Josh Hurd took a spill. Foul on New York Red Bulls 2. Quick restart to Lucchini. Pass Carroll, bends it in. Nobody was home, however, for Steel FC. Richter will go all the way back to Badir. This portion of today's match is sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, proud to be the official healthcare provider of Bethlehem Steel FC. You're definitely getting the sense that the game is opening and opportunities are coming amid the doorstep of Ryan Mira. Seeing the few changes, Bibbs and Taylor Parks, but you called for it, and I think accurately stated by you at half. Josh Hurd has been making an impact as Chambers is not in the matchup today due to yellow card accumulation, serving a one-game suspension.
It's important, Josh Hurd's making a little name for himself, trying to, and at least, take, and once his name's called, take that opportunity and do something with it. And
Good run from Bibbs, gets tripped up by Carroll. Advantage, we'll say, with Steel FC. Is John Freeman calling on Carroll. Can we see another yellow? Looks like we will. Has the yellow card in his hand. I don't know, is he following Carroll here, Matt?
I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever seen a player, or a referee going to the player. But yeah, it's a clear little takedown. Bibbs brings him down. Carroll gets a yellow card. Usually that player's got to go to the referee.
I would think so, just out of respect. Rain continues to plummet the playing surface. 71st minute. Restart, Steel FC, and the captain, Richter, bends it in. It's headed out. Goal kick, New York Red Bulls 2 as Daly came on.
There's a ball, Ryan Richter. It's good pace in there. Just Mickey Daly tries to flick it on, but unfortunately heads it out for a goal kick.
And we've just been informed that we are in the midst of a lightning delay. So the players and the fans will all get to safety here as there is lightning imminent in the area. There you see the dark skies hovering over Goodman Stadium here in the Lehigh Valley. So play stops in the 71st minute. The game really opening up for Steel FC. However, they are trailing 1-0 to New York Red Bulls 2 in the second of 3 regular season meetings. So we'll step aside here and resume when play continues. Red Bulls 2 leading 1-0 as play stops due to a lightning delay in the 71st minute from Goodman Stadium. To Goodman Stadium after 1 hour and 30-minute delay. We will finish this USL matchup between New York Red Bulls 2 and Bethlehem Steel FC. I mentioned the delay. What were the players doing? Let's find out from our very own Gwen Begley.
Hey guys, thanks. Yeah, I was in the locker room with the guys. Everyone was kind of outside watching as this storm rolled through Bethlehem. Bolu Akinyote was out there with some of the Red Bulls players catching up with his former teammates. The coaches were together. No one wants to be in that situation, whether you're up or down. No one wants to end a game 1-0 in the 70th minute without getting to finish it out. So the mood was light. Everyone was joking around. All their jerseys were soaking wet, so they had those on fans trying to dry those off. Obviously, the energy was high right before that break, so we're hoping the momentum continues here in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Gwen. It's the second of 3 regular season meetings, and as Gwen alluded to, we're in the midst of the 71st minute. So we'll start with a goal kick here from John Wolinek's club in New York Red Bulls 2 and Alex Mira. Matt, have you ever been through a situation in your career where you're off the field for a length of time like this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it happens. It's Mother Nature. You can't really control it. It happens all the time. I shouldn't say all the time, but it happens. And, yeah, I've been in a situation like this before, and it's something that, you really just hang out. Not much you could do. Like Gwen said, everybody's just kind of joking around, hanging out, staying light, keeping your mind a little bit on the game, but also it's just kind of like pregame, really, before you're going out to the locker room. When guys are listening to music, talking on your phone, whatever it is, kicking the ball in the locker room. So, but it's good that we're back out here and ready to play.
We're in the midst of the 71st minute, and our second half continues. As New York Red Bulls 2 is leading 1-0 on the goal by Brandon Allen. You got to go all the way back to the 4th minute of this match, and kudos to the crew here in Lehigh Valley at Goodman Stadium for getting everything ready. And also, applause should go to the fans as well for sticking it out from both Red Bulls 2 supporters and also Steel FC fans, too. They have come out and stayed. Good through ball here from Burke to Lucchini with a low cross. He falls, will be a throw for Steel FC. And now, Matt, it's a question where you got to get readjusted to the conditions.
Got to get your legs back. You got to get everything, get through it, everything. And here we go. Here's the goal earlier on, like Dave was just talking about in the 4th minute. Bob picks his head up. Plays just a little 50-50 ball over, bounces inside the box. Communication was poor on Steel FC, and Brandon Allen's there, and he just buries it. It's an easy goal for him.
Now, in contrast, Steel FC has looked a lot better as this game has gone along, albeit not many terrific chances in front of Ryan Mira, but there were a few cards in the early part of that second half, so we'll see definitely some stoppage time. Flemings. Look for Etienne. Trusty is there instead. Turns it on the outside with his left. Will clear. It will be a throw here for New York Red Bulls 2. Looking for their 7th win in the 2016 USL campaign. Undefeated on the road. So here's Etienne Jr. with his left inside. Brandon Allen was the closest player there for New York Red Bulls 2. And Badir will give it to the captain, Ryan Richter. Finds Burke yet again. No changes reported to us from both sides. Doesn't mean there aren't any on the field, as we'll take a look and see who's out there. Lucchini tried to dribble through 2, but was tackled. Kept alive, however, for Steel FC and Jones. Jones turning it outside with his left. It was denied and covered up by Ryan Mira.
It's a good start so far. You got to get your legs back. You want to get a couple touches on the ball. Everybody wants some touches. Get back into the swing of things.
So here's Mira in the midst of his 8th game after the delay. And the high pressure by Burke. Again, as this second half went along before the washout, we saw that Steel FC created some chances off of set pieces as our referee, John Freeman, blows this dead. Contact away from the ball here, and it looks like the athletic training staff will have to come out onto the pitch to attend to Junior Flemings. So it looks like he went at it with Bolu Akinyote. Both will have to come off momentarily.
that to me just doesn't make sense at all. I mean, the guys went up for a challenge. They're, you know, they put their hand on their head. They're okay. And all of a sudden, the referee's telling them to go off the pitch and having the trainers come on. The players didn't want the trainers. That was man, that was pretty bizarre.
Well, the fourth official, Mark Trellman, gave them a look, and play will resume with Bob. Jones instead has it over Alex Mule. It's Justin Billio on the outside working with Bob. Top headed away, however, by Mickey Daly. Foul called here against New York Red Bulls 2 and Alex Mule. So from a coaching staff perspective, Matt, you're in the locker room for that length of time, and you had some chances off of set pieces. What do you tell your club in Steel FC to try to level this?
Just keep going at it, bring the energy. You got 20 minutes left, you got a nice little break, and now the guys should have their legs back a little bit and just run. Just run at them, go to pace, get something, create something. It's a slick field right now. Get some shots on goal, test Ryan Mira. Hopefully get one.
Oh, the 50-50's won by the taller Trusty. Carroll with the header. Etienne reaches up over Trusty, trying to ride him there. Can do that in rugby, but not in soccer, so we'll go back to Steel FC on the restart with Daly. Daly plays it direct, looking for Burke. Hurd is there. Better positioning, however, from New York Red Bulls 2. And will go into the hands of Mira. Carroll plays it back to the goalkeeper. Ball there by Bolu Akinyoti, who won it in the air. Long finds Mira again. Akinyoti busy with those 50-50 balls, won by New York. Etienne can't get it over Nick Bibbs. And a throw here for New York Red Bulls 2.
It's going to be a little bit more sloppy because the field's wet. Very slippery. Ball's going to be bouncing all over. Guys are going to be slipping. It's important just to be smart, disciplined, play safe. But also on the Steel FC point of view, look to attack. Play, you know, don't be afraid to play direct, and the ball or two might bounce your way.
Fleming's looking for Etienne. Bibbs steps up beautifully. Etienne still challenging Trusty to bail out Bibbs and finds Lucchini. Lucchini looking for Burke up ahead, but Gidi Abad was there. And it goes off of the goalkeeper, Mira. A throw here for Steel FC, and Hurd works quickly. And it looks like, Matt, we'll see another substitution here for Steel FC, the third in the match, and it will be Fred. So Fred will come in for Corey Burke in the 78th minute. Get some veteran presence out there.
Fred's a guy that, you know, likes to keep possession, create some things. I don't know exactly what tactical switch they're doing here. Maybe pushing Fred up top or more into an attacking role.
Set piece upcoming here from Steel FC. Nice work there on the near flank by Hurd. And as the game has gone along, I'll say it again, Richter has done better here on these set pieces with those services. Really have been spot on from the captain. Richter with the in-swinger, it's headed it out. Bibbs over Flemings. Looking inside for Fred, instead won by Long, and a chance to counter here from Red Bulls 2. Etienne is denied by Bibbs. Daly tried to play it for it, but instead it goes into Etienne. Here's Derek Etienne. Badir with the save. 50-51. Flemings turns around, it's high, but Samir Badir stands his ground.
It's a big save by Samir. Badir came on his line big. Ball gets slipped into him. Etienne takes a great strike, and Samir Badir comes up big. Big time save for the guy to keep Steel FC in the game.
Trusty trying to reset the possession here from Bethlehem. Finds Lucchini. Trying to jet past Metzger with the cross. Almost there. And the shot hits the bar from Fred. Taylor Parks fights Richter. The cross is denied. Chance here from Steel FC. It's knocked down by Gideon Ba. And a throw from Bethlehem.
This game is full of energy now. 10 minutes or so left after this lightning delay. Both sides with a couple opportunities, and then we just see Fred right off the crossbar. Ball gets played in. Jamie Lucchini gets the ball. Rymir hits the ball out right to Fred. Just high, right off the crossbar now. It's good energy though right now.
Foul here on Jennings. And it looks like, oh, almost a card was going to come out. So Bibbs is down. And will be a free kick for Steel FC, as this portion of the match is brought to you by the Philadelphia Union. They'll take on the Vancouver Whitecaps on June 25th at 7 p.m. That match is presented by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Get your tickets today at PhiladelphiaUnion.com. Fred wins the header. Taylor Parks on that far flank. There's a step over Bilyeu. And a goal kick for Mira.
Again, it's still good to see this energy that Steel FC are bringing into this last 15 minutes or so. It's been good. Keeping shots, get them on goal, give yourself a chance.
Bibbs wins it in the air on the 50-50. Cheney couldn't keep it in, however, and a throw here from New York. And I think it attests to the depth also, Matt, from not only Steel FC, but also New York Red Bulls, too, to have the types of players that are performing at such a high level here in the USL. A lot of them have accumulated MLS experience, too. And it says a lot about the development. And a chance here for Allen with Etienne. Daly tries to get there to a slide, does well, will concede the corner.
This is what this league's all about, though. It's about getting the guys minutes, young guys minutes. You know, give them that game time experience, and then hopefully, you know, bring it to that next level, bring it to the first team, and get your opportunity up there. When you get your opportunity, you got to take advantage of it.
So here's the set piece specialist for New York, Sean Davis. Davis with the outswinger. It's headed away by Trusty. Still free at the top of the box. Low-level shot, knocked down, and it goes wide by Allen.
That was a big opportunity. Here, ball gets whipped in by Sean Davis. Falls out the top of the box. Long, I think that was. Takes a shot. And Allen was found at the top of the box there, or top of the 6-yard box. Missed a pretty big opportunity.
So now in the midst of the 84th minute, and chances for both clubs. So credit to both teams responding well after that 1 hour and 30-minute lightning delay. Mira will opt to go far side looking for Mule. Richter went up in the foul on New York. Restarts have been good from Steel FC, and Ryan Richter and Badir will get numbers forward here for the men in blue. Long ball above Fred and Gideon Ba of Red Bulls 2 over to Mira. But just watching the resumption of play, Matt, it's not like numbers are back for New York Red Bulls 2. They're not sitting and absorbing the pressure.
No, both teams are going for it. They know next goal is going to win the game, basically, or for steal, I should say, decide the game. So, you know, it's good to see, though. It's good to see that Red Bull's not just sitting back and sitting in. They're actually going for it. They're going for that second goal to really close the game off.
So it'll be Long with the throw. Etienne working with Allen. It's Etienne again towards the end line. Finds Allen. These are nice combinations from Red Bulls 2. Allen, top of the box, goes back. Allen has it again, and just wide short post. Boy, that was nifty work from Red Bulls 2, and they'll earn the corner.
That's great play. That's a great bit of work by Red Bulls. Good combination by Etienne and Allen. Playing the ball into each other, then to Mule, and finds Allen. Off to Metzger, back to Allen. Just great overall work, and he just misses it. Just is falling over. Samir takes a touch, and Red Bull gets a corner. But that's great possession by Red Bull.
Davis. Jennings tried to win the corner, could not. Cleared away by Richter with his left. Davis kept it in play, then cleared out, so it'll be a throw here from Bethlehem. Steel FC fans come out to Steel Stacks to see the U.S. men's national team play all of their Copa matches on a giant screen on June 7th and 11th. There will be family fun and food for all leading up to the match with a free soccer clinic hosted by Bethlehem Steel FC staff and players. Visit lvsoccerfest.com for more info. So it looks like Noah Powder is in for New York Red Bulls too. Well, he's set to actually check in as a sub coming off for John Wolonek. So we'll see Powder, who started last game against Pittsburgh for New York. He'll come in probably momentarily. Hurd can progress up the field on his half. Fred slides, and he can't keep it in play. Will be a throw for Red Bulls 2, and that will bring in the aforementioned Noah Powder. So he'll come in, and Junior Flemings will take a seat. He had a very busy afternoon. Powder's, in fact, been part of the Trinidad and Tobago Youth International system with the under 17 and 20 teams. Here's Alex Mule. Good physicality from Bibbs. Hurd helps him out, and they get the goal kick out of it. They got to give the ball kid a break there, right?
There he is.
He's all smiles. He needed his camera time.
Yeah. I'm going to make it on SportsCenter's not top 10.
Right? You're right. Fred can do it, he can do it. That's true. So here's Akinyode. Headed by Long. Akinyode ran right into Fred, but here's Richter to work that far flank with Taylor Parks. Lucchini is tackled by Ba. Red Bulls 2 just clears up ahead to Derek Etienne.
Only a few minutes left here. Look for Steel FC to be a little bit more direct and go for it. They have nothing to lose now.
Goes past Akinyode and a chance to counter here with Red Bulls 2 and Etienne. Good positioning by Richter to give way to Badir, who's way out of the box. Clears it up the field looking for Lucchini. Try to jet past Gideon Ba. It will be a corner. So credit to Badir setting it up, playing it long to Lucchini, and another set piece upcoming for Steel FC.
We talked about that earlier with Badir's, distribution. And we just saw that right there. Important corner kick right here for Ryan Richter. Needs to whip the ball in, give himself a chance.
In the 90th minute, it's Richter with the outswinger, headed up by Bibbs, live in front, and finally cleared by Bilyeu. Quick throw upcoming here from Raheem Taylor Parks, blown dead, however, from John Freeman. Here's Devin Williams will come in for New York Red Bulls 2. Here's another look at the set piece.
Richter whips the ball in, a little bit too floated, but finds Bibbs on the back post, gets a nice header there. And just clears it out. No real danger.
So Devin Williams in, and Derek Etienne will come out.
Etienne had a pretty busy, game for the most part. Created a few different things, especially here in the last few minutes or so. Had a couple good opportunities. It's good performance from.
So there'll be a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time with New York Red Bulls 2 leading 1-0 over Steel FC. Bibbs turns it past Williams towards the end line. Be a goal kick for Mira. It's good work by the sub, Devin Williams.
Here we go, second. Win it, play forward.
It's important for Steel FC. You got to get the ball, win the second balls here, and go forward.
Bibbs off of Williams. Akinyode clears it out. New York fans will like that. They won't be in a hurry here. Akinyode back to Trusty with his left. Ahead looking for Lucchini. There's Gideon Ba to play it back to Ryan Mira. Bibbs wins it in the air. He's done that so often in this match. And with his right, will play it ahead. Looking for Lucchini. Foul, however. Nope, offside. The call against Jamie Lucchini, back to Red Bulls 2.
It's tough. Lucchini's got to, try to work a little bit harder on that play to get back and not be offside to give the guys a chance.
Looks like it's going to be a delay call.
Brendan Burke will be happy with that. He's on the officials about the time, slowing the game down.
Mule in the air over Bibbs. Throw here for Red Bulls 2 in the road white jerseys. Looking for win number 7. John Wolenek. So long with the throw from Mule. Turns it outside over Hurd. Stalling towards the corner. Hurd wins it. Kept in by Williams on this end. Bibbs still has it in play. And a throw for Bethlehem. Jones will have to work quick. Over to Bibbs. Hurd plays that ahead to Lucchini, all by himself with 3 white shirts in front of him. Lucchini past Allen. Looking for an opportunity to cross, and does. Denied by Gideon Ba, who will evade the box, and that will do it. We've reached full time. New York Red Bulls 2 remains unbeaten in their last 5 games, undefeated on the road. They win it 1-0 over Steel FC.
And a little bit of action there after the lightning delay. Both sides had a few different chances. It was good energy, good effort from both squads. That early goal seemed to be the difference from Brandon Allen. Steel FC would like to have that last, few minutes early on in the game back, but it's going to be too late.
So Steel FC drops it here at home to the dismay of the Steel FC and East and Army supporters. 1-0 New York Red Bulls 2 with the win. We'll recap it after this. Back here in Bethlehem, New York Red Bulls 2 takes it 1-0 over Steel FC. Now down to the field, Gwen Begley with Samir Badir.
Thank you, guys. Your second appearance for Steel FC and 1-0 loss, but you made some amazing saves there at the end. How do you think your team responded in the second half?
Again, I think all around it's the right approach. Obviously not the result we wanted, but I think it's the right approach, and I think it's starting to come together as a team a lot more the past couple games. And we got some work to do, but I think it's definitely the right attitude, the right approach. So.
Now, obviously, you guys don't want that big rain delay, but how do you think that team responded coming out of that? They didn't lose momentum at all.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we were flying at them in the second half. We thought we had a good attitude. We were winning first and second balls, which we didn't do the first game against them. So, it set us back a bit, but I thought we did all right. We came back in the last 20 minutes and created some opportunities as well. So, again, in the end of the day, we're not happy, but, it's definitely a better approach from us.
All right, thanks for doing this, Amir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now I'll go over to Coach Brendan Burke. We'll bring him in. All right, Coach, you asked for energy in that second half, and that's exactly what you got from this team. I know the rain delay kind of hinged that a little bit, but they didn't come out, they didn't skip a beat coming out of that rain delay. What do you think of your team?
Happy with the performance, happy with the energy level, like you mentioned. Obviously disappointed to lose at home is never good, even when it's a quality opponent. Happy to have another Academy kid debut today. I mean, for us, it's about development, so that was great. Happy with Mark being able to be a part of this.
Now, with a lot of the Philadelphia Union guys on break, you have a lot of the guys getting stepped up. First starts and appearances for the team. I talked to Samir on Thursday. He said it's so exciting to get this team that's been training together finally together on the field in the game. So how have you seen their growth in these past 2 games that they've been together?
Yeah, there's no replacement for minutes in a match. That's ultimately where you learn and where you grow. So it's good for them to have earned that opportunity. But you know, we're most likely going to be a different group every week, and we have to be a little better at putting on performances, knowing that going in.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, Gwen, for braving out the elements as well. New York Red Bulls 2 picking up their 7th victory. Steel FC on the flip side with their 4th loss of the year. Let's take another look at the goal from Brandon Allen. And Matt, we got to rewind all the way back to the 4th minute.
Yeah, Bob just picks up his head and plays a ball into, you know, the 50-yard ball or so. Drops into the 18-yard box, bouncing around. Miscommunication between Mickey Daly and Austin Trusty and Samir coming out. So they gotta pick up that, you know, they gotta be talking better. Talking is too easy for Brandon Allen to just tap it in.
We look forward to seeing you again on Sunday, July 10th at 4 p.m. as Steel FC is pitted up against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds right here at Goodman Stadium. Tickets are on sale now for just $13 a seat at BethlehemSteelFC.com or call 844-STEEL-FC. Not the result that Steel FC wanted. They will go on the road for the next 5. For Matt Castle, Gwen Begley, and our entire TV2 Sports crew, this is Dave Leto saying so long from Goodman Stadium, where New York Red Bulls 2 defeat Steel FC 1-0. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone.